Hey, what's going on, guys? It's your buddy Rob Molina back at it again with another episode. This is take number 11 of this video. Normally, I can walk through a video in a couple of takes, 2 takes tops, but today is not going according to plan whatsoever. I am like messing up every other word that comes out of my mouth. I don't know what the heck is happening, but it's been a train wreck for like the last 15 minutes. So I apologize, guys. I'm gonna attempt to get through this video without making any more mistakes. So please enjoy, please like it. If not, give me a big thumbs down because I'm giving myself a thumbs down after this video uploads. So guys, I was at GameStop yesterday, and I think my game plan was, to pre-order some pops that are coming out. I had my heart set on, pre-ordering the newest line of My Hero Pops that I think released I think in August. So I'm guessing maybe it's just too early to pre-order them on any website. I've yet to see them pop up on any particular website, not GameStop, not Entertainment Earth. So eventually they will. And of course, your buddy will definitely, put my money down and wait for those awesome pops to come out. But in the theme of My Hero, as I went to GameStop, I bumped into a couple of friends, particularly one of my friends that I've known there for quite some time, and it's my friend Serena. So the 2 young ladies that were there yesterday were just kind of like restocking, reshelving, mixing things and moving things around. And I had asked if they had any more of the fake pins on display, just because typically when I walk in there, I see them in a particular spot, and when I didn't see them, I asked the other young lady, I'm like, oh, could you help me out? Could you help me find those fake pins? So when I got to the front desk, because of course they were right there in front of me, and because I'm a guy and I don't look down or up, I just look straight ahead, kind of like a horse with blinders on, sort of focused on whatever I'm focused on. But as I was looking at the display, I noticed a bunch of My Hero fake pins, and I picked up 2 of them. I noticed that they had at least 4 or 5 or 6 different fake pins. So at some point, I will pick up the other fake pins. But yesterday, I wanted to pick up these particular fake pins. Once again, flubbing a word, my bad. But this guy, of course, as you guys know or may not know, it is Deku from the series My Hero. So of course, Deku is like the main protagonist, one of the main characters of the show. Yeah, if you guys don't know about the show, please tune in. It's definitely a fantastic anime. Definitely one of the most popular animes out there right now. Definitely, it's in the top 5 of pretty much everyone's list of most anticipated, most watched animes. And if you guys tune in, you'll know why. Definitely awesome show, fantastic in every way. But these fake pins, what can I say, guys? They're just really, really cool. I know, these pins, are pretty detailed. They look pretty fantastic. As you guys can see, the detail is there. You guys can see that, Deku's wielding his fist, sort of, concentrating his one for all perk, getting ready to, possibly fight a baddie, that opposes him. But yeah, I like it. It's a cool looking fake pin. These fake pins, they're definitely a worthy investment. I know, being a pop collector, you like to display your pops. You like to kind of hold them and look at them and kind of like, gaze at them and, admire them. But these, even though they are tiny and a whole lot smaller than a Funko Pop, they're just as fantastic, just as cool. Yeah, so guys, tell me what you think. Do you guys have any fake pins in your collection? I know this is, I have 3 so far. I have the XL All Might in my collection, which is a humongous fig pin. Of course, when I saw that, your buddy had to pick it up, and of course I did. But if you guys want to check that out, it's in a previous video that I uploaded a while back. So if you guys are interested, or if you guys have never seen it in person, check out the vid if you'd like. But of course, with the theme of All Might, of course, I have another All Might fig pin. Of course, this is just the standard size fig pin. These are much smaller. I would say they're like maybe 2.5 inches or 2 inches tall, give or take. But yeah, the attention to detail in these things is pretty badass. I do enjoy it. I do like it. It'll go well with my other All Might fig pin. But this one is just a cool pose. It's just him sort of like, with his arms crossed, sort of like, maybe anticipating something, going down, or just, basically trying to strike fear in whatever baddie or whatever villain that, decides to mess with this guy. But if I were a villain, I would not mess with All Might at all, considering the guy is the #1 hero in the My Hero universe. So yeah, guys, tell me down below if you like Mr. All Might. Tell me down below if you have any fig pins, no fig pins, or if you have like an entire, entourage of, fig pins. But yeah. So of course we'll just continue with the theme of anime. This was definitely a very cool pop to see up close, to see in person. And of course, as you guys can see, it is the Joker, which is one of the characters from the Persona 5 video game. I don't know very much about the video game, as far as, like gameplay, but I'm guessing it's a fighting game. But from what I've seen in the, sort of like little YouTube sort of, tiny clips, looks like a cool game to play. I guess, in this particular series, there's 4 pops to be had, or 4 pops to collect. Of course, the main guy is the Joker. Of course, we have Skull, we have Panther, and we have Mona. And as you guys can see, the box art is pretty awesome on this. Definitely, if you're an in-box collector, it's definitely cool to see some of the paneling and some of the artwork on some of the other panels. So of course, as you guys can see, this thing stands out. Even though it's a common, it's pretty sweet. The guy's got a mask adorning his face. So yeah, it's just really cool, and he's got his like tiny little blade, ready to sort of chop down any enemy that comes his way. But yeah, I was able to pick this up, I think at Hot Topic a couple of weeks ago, maybe like 3 weeks ago. So I was definitely happy to have picked it up. I think at some point, hopefully, I can maybe purchase the game, or read into it just a little bit more, just because I'm not quite as savvy as some other people when it comes to the Persona 5 manga and the game itself. But whatever. It's just I don't have that much time. So in the time I do have, I try to catch up on TV, all the other things, hang out with family. But yeah, I think I'll invest some time in the Persona 5 world. So to continue on with the Persona 5 theme, of course, I was able to pick up a chase of the Joker. The main difference, obviously, is, the common Joker has a mask, or his little white mask. And in the chase, of course, he does not have a mask. So it's the same pose, basically the same look. It's just without the mask. So yeah, when I walked into the Hot Topic, a couple of weeks ago, I think I was the first person in store. I went there not wanting to pick up anything really. My game plan was just to pay a bill and walk right out, and that was about it. So my main focus was just making sure that I paid a payment, and of course as I walk in, of course there's 2 chases sitting there, looking at me, and basically asking me to scoop them up, pick them up. So of course I couldn't, suppress the feeling of picking it up. I scooped it up, I picked it up. If you guys don't know, I do have a second one, or I had a second one, but I gave that second one to another channel, to another YouTuber, who goes by the name of Henry, and his wife make up the channel. The channel itself is Nakama Collectibles. I'm assuming that a lot of you guys have already heard of them, just because they're a very popular channel. They're very savvy when it comes to the world of anime. They're very savvy when it comes to reading up on mangas. So they're well versed in the Japanese anime culture. So I learned things from them just from watching their videos. But like I said, guys, I had a second one. I was able to gift it and pay it forward to Henry and Leslie. And if you guys can or want to, if you'd like to, please tune in to that video. You can't miss it. It'll say, we got a gift from Robalina. So it's self-explanatory. The video is pretty cool. I enjoyed watching it. I enjoyed helping them out because I feel like most of this community is very helpful, very giving, and just what makes it fun, doing this. But guys, just wanted to thank you guys again for watching my vids, tuning in. I am thankful that you guys spend a little bit of your time just kind of like watching me make a fool of myself on these vids. Today was definitely a struggle, more than any other day. So hopefully it was just a sort of brain fart on my part. But I just wanted to close it out by saying thank you. I wish you guys a happy Sunday. Enjoy the day. And yeah, we'll watch and we'll tune in together next time. Alright guys, see ya. Bye.